Hi, it's Gina coming to you from what used to be the office and eBay room and is now a sanctuary for a rescued cat and a shoe room. I, oh boy, um, I'm just gonna say that my life is like a telenovela. I swear. A lot of people say, oh, my life could be considered a telenovela too. But I just seem to perpetuate situations in which drama's brought to me and then it's simmered down to um, a livable situation and then it's brought to me and simmered down, brought to me, simmered down. I mean, like, I wish I was a chef for all this simmering that I do. Um, I had my AC repaired. Well, no, I had my AC maintenance uh, 3 days ago, I believe it was. And the gal forgot to put back in the power, like the core power pack unit to where the conduit runs and it connects to the house. So after she left, it quickly became 80 plus degrees in the house with 49% humidity. And with MS, I would say it's very, very true that hot, humid situations are not advantageous to us feeling well. It definitely causes some issues. And the heat got bad enough with multiple calls to the company and somebody coming out, but the machine had turned back on by that point because I was walked through how to put it in, but then it turned off again. So someone had come out, but I told them, okay, the unit's on. It seems to be cooling down. I think we're like at 79 now. And then they left and it went off and then it climbed quickly into the 80s again. I got to the point of panic anger, if that makes sense. So I'm a true believer in how emotions work and that anger is a secondary emotion to fear. And I recognize it so that I can be better at describing a situation when I'm angry, which actually doesn't happen a whole lot. But I get irritable sometimes. Like my daughter had a cold while all this is going on, and she asked me for medicine and for tissues, and I was like, "You're gonna have to be patient," which is not something that I would typically tell any of my children. They say jump, I say how high. I don't know why I'm that way, but I am. So my panic was definitely spurred from the fact that I realized it's so late at night that there's a very strong possibility that I'm either going to have to go to a hotel and try to recover if this doesn't come back on, or I'm going to have to go to the ER and probably have an IED placed because the pain was insane. I would say that it induces stress, that induces swelling, just a very general lethargy that sets in heaviness and vomiting. It just got me so sick, which sucks because I'd always been very, hi, Bags. This is his room. So, hi, Baggy boy. He wants to say hello, apparently. Hi, baby. Sorry. Cats and kids, what are you gonna do? So I spoke to the tech for probably the third or fourth time around 9:40 and explained. He walked me through everything for a hard start and explained that it said it's calibrating and it should actually resume its regular cooling at some point, and thankfully it did, but it took so long for the house to get to a tolerable temperature for me, and my daughter's sick, so I wasn't going to do the hotel because somebody would have to watch the animals, and my son was out at a friend's house for the night. Yeah, it was much. Excuse me. So that was my first little issue, which, if I was younger and healthy, it wouldn't be an issue at all. I actually sometimes get irritated when people make a big deal out of such a situation. I mean, I literally handled it all of myself, and I was in a not very comfortable position with my own health and my own brain not functioning properly. So I do expect people to be able to handle the majority of their life situations, because nothing's really that bad, short of being in a life and death situation. So I was just really angry and frustrated, thinking maybe I'm gonna have to go to the ER. I don't have insurance. It's gonna be very expensive. I'm super stressed out. Like, my week had already been very stressful. I thought I had been doing good because that day that it went out was the same day that I started the intro to dance at Arthur Murray. And so it was just a rude awakening. But after that, dance is definitely exercise. My arms were hurting. My back was hurting. I was like popping like a popcorn machine because of my joints. So I just needed to rest, and I needed it to be cool. But it woke me up to the situation again that I do at some points of time need somebody who can take the lead and take care of me. And my children are just of majority age. They really don't understand what to do or how to do it because they've never encountered those situations. So as they come up and I deal with them, they're able to see how it works. But I definitely miss having a partner at home that would be helpful in that scenario. And I had it for a very long time, and I actually do miss that being taken care of feeling. Being alone is not easy when you have disabling disease, right? So on my good days I make it through. On my bad days I really feel the intense pool of loneliness and frustration. So that was Thursday. So I think that is 3 days ago now. And then Friday I went to neurofeedback, and that was nice. It's always great to go to neurofeedback. Uh, I am having a hard time. I came home and I was sick. Yesterday is pretty much a blur because of the lack of sleep and the heat from the day before. So I can't say that I remember a whole lot. I didn't really do anything. I probably went from couch sleep to bed naps to couch sleep to bed naps. What are you gonna do? But today I woke up to a message from one of my I guess he's technically my ex because we're married, but he hasn't been home in like 3 years, and he's living his own life because with MS I'm no fun. So one of the girls, thank goodness he gave me the heads up, but one of the girls actually messaged me. That's number 5 that have been into his phone and have gathered information from his phone for their own use. Sometimes it's to prove themselves. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Not crazy. But it was just a heck of a way to wake up. I mean, she didn't really tell me anything that I didn't already know about the situation. And I move forward as I do. I mean, we make a good team, even without the relationship being of a traditional husband and wife. I've always been very supportive of whatever he wants to do, and yet a realist that, like, hey, what you're doing isn't right, but very supportive in the ideas that you can get what you want out of life. You just make it happen. I wish that was reciprocated, but it is what it is, said the quitter. That is my least favorite saying that they have out there. It is what it is. Because I think it's very different than accept the things you can't change and have the, I forget how the saying goes, but have the have the strength to change the things you can and the grace to accept the things that you can't. That's one thing. But to say it is what it is just always feels to me like a, meh, I give up. It's just such a wiener way out. And I'm sorry if anyone uses that saying. I know that used to be one of my boss's favorite sayings, and it made me crazy because all I hear is I quit. I don't want to try anymore. That's just not my personality. I'm like, definitely I'll come at everything from every angle, and my life proves that. So anyway, I'm gonna get to listing today. I have tasked a acquaintance with hopefully editing some videos for me so that I can start the channel that's primarily just a resale channel, and be helpful if there's anybody that's out there that wants to do some work from home and they don't have the options to pick and choose maybe necessarily some other like freelance writing or data entry or dictation. There's a lot of options to work from home nowadays, of course, right? There has been a lot of options for quite a while. I've actually paid dictation for doctors for years. So people work from home. It's possible even with disability. So, okay, the reason I don't do those particular things is when I have a flare up, there's often times that I have difficulty typing and have difficulty seeing, and I don't like the idea of being not reliable. If I take on a situation in which I'm relied upon for completing a task or getting, being there at a certain time, I am very much a stickler at getting things done. So I don't feel like that's something that's going to be my strength. So I went to the reselling, and I will share lots of ideas on how to resell. I kind of resell just about anything that'll make a profit, although I do favor at times knickknacks and clothing, shoes, because they're plentiful. But really, I would probably churn anything I could. I've resold cars that I've picked up. I've resold jewelry. I've resold memorabilia. I just favor the things that are kind of mindless. I'm sure there's a lot more I could actually get out there and do, but I will happily get that going and update y'all with whatever channel that is that I put it on. And then maybe if you have questions or need some assistance, I can be of help to you, because I would never want anyone to feel like I have when you're very isolated. YouTube has actually been my friend. As weird as that sounds. Like, I know when you watch people all the time, you start to feel like you know them, even if you don't, and that's good enough for me. I mean, those people aren't going to be fixing my AC when it goes out or taking care of me when I get sick, but company, even if it's television, is company. So anyway, that is it for right now. I hope to be back with more information and less drama. Funny fact, I'm told all the time that people don't like drama, but then they create it, and I'm not sure how that works. I don't like drama, so I just stay away from all situations in which it can be caused. And then the few people I know that say they don't like drama bring the drama into our lives. It's freaking hilarious. Okay, enough of that. See you soon.